Hello everyone, and welcome to another brand new episode on my channel, Bohemian BookClub. Today, I'll be discussing the book, The 4 Agreements, A Practical Guide to Personal Freedom, written by Don Miguel Ruiz. Don Miguel Ruiz is a Mexican author of Toltec spiritual and neo-shamanistic texts. In The 4 Agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz exposes the origin of self-limiting beliefs which rob us of joy and cause unnecessary suffering. The 4 Agreements, which are based on the wisdom of the Toltecs, offer a strong code of conduct that can quickly change our lives and usher in a new sense of freedom, genuine happiness, and love. Before moving ahead, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Part 1. As adults, we follow strict rules ingrained in us during childhood. We don't choose our mother tongue, yet society imposes more than just language on us. Our dreams are influenced by social norms. For example, individual and collective dreams exist. Parents, schools, religions, and other influential sources teach us the rules of this collective dream. Education teaches us correct conduct, beliefs, and distinguishes between morality and immorality. However, we didn't choose these rules and agreements. Also, accepting rules unquestioningly domesticates us. Despite our childhood rebellion, adults retained their power over us. If we disobeyed them, they could punish us and suppress any dissent. On the other hand, we received rewards for adhering to their beliefs and guidelines. So, most of us simply gave up. Parents often label their children as good for obeying rules and bad for breaking them. Attention from parents, teachers, and friends is the main reward for good behavior in this system. Receiving the reward feels good, so we follow the rules to continue receiving it. We pretend to be someone we're not due to our fear of rejection. As these beliefs become ingrained within us, we reach a point where external control becomes unnecessary. We tame ourselves. We create an ideal self-concept, and if we don't live up to it, we criticize and penalize ourselves. There is an alternative approach, however. New agreements can help us escape this structure. Part 2. Agreement number 1. Speak honestly and kindly, avoiding self-deprecation or harm to others. The word impeccable comes from Latin and means without sin. Being impeccable with language involves refraining from self-harmful speech, as it is deemed sinful. Self-judgment or blame can cause harm. For example, you may feel overweight or unintelligent. Thinking such thoughts is self-sabotaging and judgmental. Instead, you could boost your self-esteem by affirming your greatness and self-love. Remember, your words have the power to either free or imprison yourself and others. A word may appear as a jumbled set of sounds, but it holds significant meaning. Your vocabulary affects both your communication and your thought process. Your words generate ideas, shape reality, and influence opinions of others. Consider how frequently you've convinced yourself that you lack capability to achieve things. Every time you do this, you are entering into a contract with yourself and committing to follow it. Therefore, the initial agreement is to refrain from negative self-talk. Part 3. Agreement number 2. Strong self-awareness eliminates the need to personalize things. Do you recall when someone was rude to you and you felt offended? When something is seen as personal, you unconsciously accept and adopt it, even if it's irrelevant to you. Taking things personally leads to personal importance, where people think everything revolves around them. This is a byproduct of domestication, as previously explained. It encourages individuals to interpret every single thing as a personal attack. Nothing said or done to you is actually about you. It's all about the people who say these things. Individuals pursue personal aspirations and adhere to personal commitments. When someone calls you fat, it's about their issues, opinions, and beliefs, not your body. When happy, people praise you, but when angry, they curse you. Resolve this problem by understanding your identity. This way, you won't feel the need to take others' comments personally. Knowing yourself eliminates the need for external information and validation. Whatever people say just won't impact you. Recognize that everyone has a unique perspective, and acknowledge your own viewpoint as well. Imagine being told that your words are hurtful. But in reality, their pain is caused by their own agreements, rather than your words. When you feel anger towards someone's words, it's due to your own fear, so it's crucial to handle these emotions. To listen to more interesting summaries, please subscribe to my channel. Part 4 of Agreement Number 3, Avoid Assumptions, Inquire instead. Have you ever assumed a serious issue in a relationship due to a missed greeting? Assumptions can create problems, and it's a common occurrence. Assuming leads to believing your thoughts are true, and feeling deceived when they are not. Most assumptions lack a solid foundation in reality, making it a significant issue. They seem real only in the mind. You assume you understand something when you have difficulty comprehending it. When the truth clears up, you realize it means something else. For example, you see a stunning person as you stroll through the city who gives you a bright smile. You may assume the person likes you and daydream about marrying him, huh? Similarly, uncontrolled assumptions may harm relationships, as individuals assume their partners can read their minds. As a result, people expect their partners to comply, and feel let down and upset when they don't. But you probably assume things about yourself too. In such situations, you may just need to ask more questions to succeed, and avoid overestimating yourself. So, assumptions are damaging. Replace them with bold inquiries instead. Asking questions is necessary to challenge assumptions, even though it may be difficult at times. For example, to ensure clear communication with your friend, ask directly about why they didn't greet you, instead of assuming that something is wrong. Ask enough questions to fully understand the issue. Questioning leads to truth and avoidance of assumptions. Part 5, Agreement Number 4, Always strive to do your best, regardless of the ever-changing circumstances. Remember as a kid being told to do your best by parents and teachers? Always do your best, no matter the situation. Your effort should align with the demands of the situation. By giving your maximum effort, self-blame or criticism become unnecessary. Remember though, that your best effort varies daily. Your performance may vary from day to day. Remember not to push yourself beyond your limits, as it can exhaust you. Exhausting yourself prolongs achieving your goal, while not giving your best leads to self-criticism, guilt, and frustration. Do things for their own sake to perform your best. Work hard for your own happiness, not for external incentives. Salary is a prime example. Money as the sole motivation hinders your best performance. Majority of the people work for the paycheck, rather than personal fulfillment. Thus, the majority of individuals have employment that is strenuous, devoid of contentment, and enforced upon them. As a result, people resort to partying, drinking, and other non-beneficial activities to distract themselves on weekends, due to the absence of satisfaction. If you love the task, working hard to do your best will make you perform better and make the work feel effortless. By consistently giving your best efforts, all other agreements will gain strength and aid in your personal liberation. Part 6, Find freedom by breaking old agreements. break free from old agreements causing suffering with these 3 ways. The first way concerns the current dream, known as the dream of the first attention, constructed from your early childhood focus. You can change your dream and your beliefs, now that you are no longer a child. You can start realizing that what you were taught as a child isn't necessarily the only truth. You can create the dream of the second attention by altering your dream and choosing your beliefs. Start by recognizing fearful beliefs that lead to unhappiness. Dismantle old beliefs and adopt the 4 agreements. The Toltec belief suggests a parasitic organism controls our minds, leading to a second path towards freedom. Forgiveness starves the parasite, enabling you to break free from the burden. Picture being energized upon waking up. Then you argue with your partner and end up feeling emotionally drained and stuck in negativity. Such emotions drain your energy and hinder personal or societal transformation. Your resentment nourishes the parasite, fostering further negativity. Instead, you must forgive those who hurt you and forgive yourself to break this cycle. The third way towards personal freedom is to live each day as if it's your last. By doing so, you'll realize that you lack nothing but the present. It provides a clearer perspective on your desired way of living. The term for this is dead initiation, which prompts the question, are you concerned with others' opinions, or do you want to revel in this incredible moment? Conclusion. Society restricts us from realizing our true selves by enforcing conformity since birth. Replace ingrained rules with 4 agreements for freedom, from Toltec wisdom. People have many agreements to live by. Break one of them now. You can replace all your agreements and gain freedom by following this process. Thank you for watching this episode. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Your likes, comments, and shares are highly appreciated. See you soon in our next episode.